you in a relationship and wonder how it will turn out? Stay tuned to learn a 5-card spread that can tell you how. Hi everybody, I'm Sue Ellen Clayton. Welcome to my channel where we're learning how to read tarot 1 card at a time. In today's video, we'll be using a 5-card spread to look at where a romantic relationship will be in the near future. I will be using the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot, and there's a link below. This question was posted anonymously online by a woman who I will call Gabrielle. The question was, what will happen to my connection with my boyfriend in the next 6 months? Gabrielle pulled 5 cards. She did not say that she used a spread, however, I will be using the 5-card Growth and Potential spread. Card number 1 shows the current level of growth in the relationship, and Gabrielle pulled Strength. Card number 2 shows where the relationship is headed, and Gabrielle pulled the 3 of Pentacles. Card number 3 shows how to encourage more growth, and Gabrielle pulled the Lovers. Card number 4 shows challenges that may block growth, and Gabrielle pulled the 2 of Cups. And card number 5 shows the potential outcome in 6 months, and Gabrielle pulled the 4 of Wands. Let's begin by talking about my first impressions. The first thing I noticed is that all of the cards, except Strength, had 3 or more figures. Strength only had 1 person, but it is clearly an intimate relationship between Strength and the Lion, who I believe represents the boyfriend. We have 2 major arcana cards and 3 minor arcana cards. The Suit of Swords is missing. There is a lion in Strength, and also between the couple in the 2 of Cups. We see mountains in the background of Strength and the Lovers. They're actually the same mountains. There are hills in the background of the 2 of Cups. The Lovers, 2 of Cups, and 4 of Wands show very happy couples. That gives me the impression that this will turn out well. The final 2 cards show couples on a stage. The 3 of Pentacles shows the stonemason standing on a wooden bench that also looks like a stage. Now let's look at each card individually. Card number 1 shows the current level of growth in the relationship, and Gabrielle pulled Strength. Strength is a card about mutual trust that grows over time. We see Gabrielle with her hands in the lion's mouth. The lion is the king of the jungle. They are the top of the food chain and have few natural predators. Lions have strong jaws, sharp claws and teeth, and powerful muscles that allow them to run faster and overpower animals much larger than themselves. Yet here we see the lion standing still in a submissive position with Gabrielle's hand over its jaw. This only happens if there is mutual trust and respect, mixed with a lot of patience. And this is a relationship that would have taken a very long time to develop. The lion has been completely tamed by Gabrielle's gentle touch. The Strength card shows that Gabrielle's relationship with her boyfriend has been nourished and grown over time. It's not a relationship where one person dominates. It is a relationship of deep trust, and I think this is very positive. Something else to notice is that Gabrielle is bent downward and the lion is looking upward. This represents balance. This is a relationship of mutual respect where the couples support each other, and their individual positives and negatives balance each other out. Gabrielle is wearing a white gown, which indicates the purity of her thoughts and actions. She is in this relationship for the right reasons. Her belt and crown of red roses are symbols of love. The lemniscate, which is the figure 8-shaped infinity symbol above Gabrielle's head, can mean several things. One is infinite possibilities, which means that the couple's love has lots of room to grow. It can also represent spiritual enlightenment and indicate that the couple is connected at the spiritual level. Overall, the couple has a deep, trusting, respectful relationship that has grown over time. The bright, sunny background also indicates a positive future. Card number 2 shows where the relationship is headed, and Gabrielle pulled the 3 of Pentacles. Pentacles are a very practical suit related to health, wealth, and relationships. Here we see the couple in a stone cathedral, which is a place that is very solid and grounded. The couple is working as a team along with another person, and everyone has their specific roles. We have the stonemason who's doing the work, the designer who plans the work, and the monk who's paying for the work. I have done my share of home renovating over the years. Before my husband and I were married, which was 40 years ago, We bought a tiny bungalow that needed a lot of work. We would often joke that if we could make it through renovating, we could make it through anything. Home renovations are very stressful. The Three of Pentacles tells us that the couple are able to cooperate, make decisions, work hard, and support each other. They also value each other's area of expertise and are willing to find additional help if needed. Taken together, this tells us that the couple's relationship is on a very solid footing and is headed to a good place. Card number 3 shows how to encourage more growth, and Gabriel pulled the Lovers. In this card, we see the Archangel Raphael between the couple. Archangel Raphael is the angel of healing. This includes physical, emotional, and spiritual healing, as well as helping to overcome problems in relationships. His red wings, which are the color of power and transformation, offer protection to the couple. It also shows their link to God and how the angel moves the couple to a new spiritual level. Behind Raphael is the brightly shining sun. This indicates the feeling of a new relationship when the whole world feels a lot brighter. There are flames around Raphael's head. Flames symbolize sexual passion. The couple is naked. This can represent openness, honesty, lack of shame, or lust. They are truly comfortable with each other and not hiding anything. Behind the Lovers, you see a red mountain that is a volcano ready to erupt. This can represent a sexual climax. It can also represent their happiness and being on top of the world. Another possibility is that it represents obstacles that would need to be overcome by the couple. Behind the male is a tree with 12 flames that represents the tree of life. This represents the purity of love before it becomes sexual. Note that the Lovers are standing quite far apart. Gabriel is looking at the angel while the male is looking at Gabriel. This demonstrates that they are not yet lovers. Raphael is unifying the couple and blessing them. Have you noticed how many times sex has come up in my explanation of this card? It seems that the couple does not yet have a sexual relationship. I think that is what needs to happen to have their relationship grow to the next level. You've made it this far in the video, and I wanted to stop and ask for a favor if you're not already a subscriber, and that is to please hit the subscribe button. It's free for you, and it will also help me to grow this channel. Plus, it means that you won't miss anything. Thanks so much, and if you're already a subscriber, I truly appreciate your ongoing support. Now let's get back to the video. Card number 4 shows challenges that may block the growth, and Gabriel pulled the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is basically the minor arcana version of the Lovers card. It is a very positive card for relationships. Gabriel is dressed in a white robe next to her body, which represents purity. The blue outer garment represents intuition. She has a laurel wreath on her head, which represents victory. So I think that Gabriel will get the relationship she wants. The boyfriend is also wearing a white shirt, which represents purity. Over it is a yellow tunic that has red and black flowers. The yellow color represents optimism. The black flowers represent stability. The red flowers on his shirt, in addition to the wreath on his head made of red roses, represent love and passion. He has a red belt that shows passion and his desire for their romantic journey to progress. His yellow tights show that he is optimistic, and his brown shoes show that he is grounded. They have 2 large cups between them. Cups can represent a womb, as opposed to wands, which represent a phallic symbol. So the fact that he is gently touching her cup can be interpreted as a sexual gesture. So that all sounds very positive for the relationship. Yet the purpose of this card is to explain what is blocking their growth. The most obvious thing to me is sex. They are both passionately in love. They did not have sex yet in the Lovers card, and it is quite possible that their lack of a sexual relationship is what's standing between them. We see 2 things between them. One is a lion's head, and the other is a winged staff with 2 snakes coiling around it. So let's talk about these individually. The lion's head is a monster from Greek mythology called a chimera. A chimera can mean an imaginary monster. It can also refer to some type of illusion. The chimera's big weapon was that she could breathe fire. She was pretty much invincible as she had a lion's strength, a goat's cunning, and a snake's venom. I think this indicates that there are things that the couple will disagree on, but it's not run-of-the-mill stuff that they would have already encountered. It's the weird stuff that is really stupid, but can become a source of contention. It was hard to think of an example, but here's one from my life. My husband has always been a huge science fiction fan. He follows a lot of stuff related to astronauts and rocket launches, and I have zero interest in those subjects. Almost 4 months ago, in early June 2024, Boeing sent 2 astronauts to the International Space Station in Starliner. They were supposed to be home within a week, but experienced a whole bunch of technical issues and are now expected to return on a spacecraft made by SpaceX, not Boeing, and SpaceX is Elon Musk's company, and they're planning to return in February 2025. I've attached an article if you want more information. This is the kind of subject that could put a wedge between the couple. They probably haven't discussed the specifics of people getting stuck in space because it's so highly unusual that they haven't come across it yet. But the boyfriend might be passionate about some sort of issue and offended that Gabriel couldn't care less. I highly doubt it would break them up, but it might be the source of some spirited discussion and maybe even some conflict for a few days. Between the lion head and the couple, we see the caduceus, which is the staff with 2 snakes coiled around it and wings at the top. This is a staff carried by Hermes in Greek mythology and the god known as Mercury in Roman mythology. The caduceus is a symbol of balance and can represent that each member of the couple brings different strengths to their relationship. It's hard to consider that a negative. I, for one, am grateful that I am married to someone who can put together IKEA furniture because I couldn't do it to save my life. But it can be frustrating in the moment when your viewpoints clash. Again, I'll share an example from my own life that caused some conflict. A few weeks ago, my husband hit a block of concrete on the expressway on his way to work. He blew a tire and bent the wheel, so both needed to be replaced. Plus, he had to replace the tire on the other side as it was a couple of years old, and there was supposedly a whole lot of safety reasons that tires on the same axle must have a similar tread depth. The deductible on our collision was $1,000, which was exactly the amount that the dealership told us it would be to replace the wheel in a single tire. Anyway, I just wanted it fixed. I'm the person in our relationship who would rather pay for a solution and have it fixed the next day. My husband, on the other hand, does not like to make rash decisions or pay more money for things than he has to. After a few hours of research, he ended up finding a used wheel on eBay. Then we had to wait for the wheel to be shipped across country, and then we had to order tires from Costco and make an appointment to have the tire and the wheel replaced. So we were down a car for about 2 weeks, which was totally inconvenient, but it saved us almost $700, so it was worth it. The examples I gave are petty, but they can be stressful. In summary, I think the challenges are pretty minor. The biggest one might be that they haven't had sex yet. Otherwise, I think it's a matter of different interests and abilities, which is something that we all face in our relationships. Card number 5 shows the potential outcome in 6 months, and Gabriel pulled the 4 of Wands. I always think of this as the wedding card, since the 4 wands with the canopy of grapevines, fruit, and blossoms look like a Jewish chuppah. The wands are sprouting to show they are alive. We see a happy couple celebrating in front of a castle. This is the largest castle in the tarot deck and represents safety and security. The castle has 5 roofs. One roof represents the safety of the home, where they can be their true selves. The other 4 roofs have red turrets, which represent passion and security. On the right side of the castle, we see a bridge with pink rose bushes. The bridge represents opposites coming together and 2 things becoming one. The pink roses represent gratitude and affection. The couple are actually 2 women. Both are wearing white dresses, which show their pure intentions. The woman on our left is wearing a blue robe, which symbolizes peace, harmony, and trust. The woman on our right is wearing a red robe, which symbolizes joy and passion. Their dresses show unity and balance each other, a theme that we've heard many times in this reading. They are carrying 3 bouquets. 2 are made up of pink flowers that represent new beginnings. The other bouquet is made up of lemons and represents cleansings. To the left, we see a group of people who are dancing. It is a happy celebration attended by members of the community. Finally, the background is bright yellow. It symbolizes consciousness as the couple makes themselves visible for everyone to see. This is a lovely final card, and I think the outcome of the couple's relationship will be marriage. They seem to be in love, are supported by a great community, balance each other out beautifully, and can live happily ever after in their safe and secure castle. So let's do a quick summary. The question was, what will happen to my connection with my boyfriend in the next 6 months? Card number 1, Strength, shows the current level of growth in the relationship. We see the couple has a deep, trusting, respectful relationship that has grown over time. Card number 2, the 3 of Pentacles, shows where the relationship is headed. We see that the couple respect each other and are able to cooperate, make decisions, work hard, and support each other. Card number 3, the Lovers, shows how to encourage more growth. We know that they are not yet lovers, and I think that is the next step in their relationship. Card number 4, the 2 of Cups, shows challenges that may block growth. The big one is that they haven't yet had sex. Otherwise, it's minor stuff like different interests and abilities. And that brings us to card number 5, the 4 of Wands, which shows the potential outcome in 6 months. And it looks like they will be married and live happily ever after. I hope that this video gave you some ideas that you can apply to your tarot practice. Please leave a comment if you'd like to share what you've learned. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.